Hey guys, it's Jazz and this is the 100 Baby Challenge. This is a little renovation video because I'm getting really sick of this really boring, ugly old starter home that we bought for Jasmine. So I thought it's time to just get renovating. We've got a little bit of money. I think we've got about $5,000. Yeah, so here I am just sort of checking out the outside of the house, checking out what's going on, how much space we have. I actually thought we didn't have a lot of space left on the lot, but it looks like we could expand to the right a little bit there, which is really good because I think we'll have to do that in the future. But just checking everything out now, and I think we'll be okay to just leave it like this for now because we've got like 4 children at the moment. So it's not too bad, but we will have up to 7 sometimes. So yeah, we'll definitely need a bit more space in the future. But for now, I'm mostly just making some like aesthetic changes. I just want the place to look a little bit nicer. Um, a little bit less base game as well. It's nice to kind of make it our own rather than just playing in this, in a house that's in everyone's game. So I'm just moving up the kids' room to make it a bit bigger. Mum doesn't need such a big space, so just gonna move everything up here and make it all a little bit nicer. I remember in one of my like first or second episodes, I said that I was going to change the color of those beds to white, and then I must have literally just missed the button because they stayed brown forever. So I'm finally changing them to white because I think it just looks a little bit nicer to have it a bit bright. And there was just I hate clashing timber colors. I can't handle it when there's too many colors of timber. So here I am picking out a wallpaper from my favorite pack in the world. As you know, it's just a fan-made pack, the Henry Puffer pack, and it's just so beautiful. I love this wallpaper because it's kind of like childish, but still just really, really beautiful. I don't know. I also got rid of all the old lighting in the game, and I'm about to just put in some new lights because I really like just um, really bright lights in real life and at home, and in the game, sorry. I'm just kind of placing them around everywhere to make it as bright as possible. I'm not too worried about lining them up. It does grind my gears a little bit that they're not perfect, but I prefer them to light the whole space, and I'm just shrinking them down here using the square bracket keys. You can size objects up and down, and it just makes it so you can't really see them, and it doesn't really matter how well they line up anymore. I'm just going to add a couple more into the bedroom here because it's like, I don't know, weird shadows were being cast. So now everything's lit up really, really well, and I'm really happy with that. So we're just working on the arrangement of Mum's room. Ideally, I kind of wanted to put it up against a wall to make more space, but then I remembered that obviously we're always going to need 2 people to get into this bed to make some babies. So changing out the bed, and I started looking at stuff that has higher energy levels because obviously I'd like it if she could like sleep really quickly and have a lot of energy, but they're all really expensive. And then at the end of the day, we're trying to like get her aspirations and get that skill where she doesn't need as much sleep, or trait where she doesn't need as much sleep. So I ended up just going with a lower level, a lower sleep level, and use this amazing bed again from the Pufferhead pack, and this way I could kind of, it's only like level 4 energy though, which is a bit of a shame, but it was so much cheaper as well. Like it's such a cheap pack, which I really enjoy. And these pretty lights, which is also from that pack, just to, make the room a bit more interesting. Just changing up the color of the desk. I really like this black color with the gold handles. I think it's beautiful. Those are from the Pufferhead pack as well, excuse me. Just moving things around in here a little bit. This room could really use a bit more decoration, but we're still on a fairly limited budget. We don't have heaps and heaps of money. So I'm just going to change the floorboards here. I use these gorgeous floorboards from the Pets pack, which I really like, and I went with the darker colors. I think I liked that lighter one too, but I don't know, the dark works, and I think it works with how it all ends up looking at the end. Here I am spending way too long. Oh, and I'm closing this off. For some reason, Mum's room was just like open to the rest of the house, which seems weird. Anyway, I'm looking through here for a wallpaper that I always use and I just could not find for some reason. And I know I'm looking in the paint section at the moment, but I'm pretty sure it's actually in both when I found it in the past. But I was just really struggling to find it because I don't like the cornice on that one, and I end up using, oh my gosh, I think what is on her walls is literally what I use. Oh my god. Anyway, that's not it. I keep looking, and then I finally have a brainwave that I usually find it in wallpapers and not in paints. Oh, there she is. And I go for this grey colour because I just think it's quite neutral without being too plain. And it's not too dark or anything either, which is something that you would think it might be. And in the bathroom, I kind of went pretty bling. I went with this beautiful marble tile that I am obsessed with and would love in my own home. It's only a small little space, so it's not too expensive to do everything in, and just getting some nice walls as well, because I just, I don't know, oh, it's only like $70. That's not even expensive. I just want this place to look as nice as possible. Because, you know, we're going to spend a lot of time here. Because of the way that we have so many kids and there's kind of always something to do at home, we don't really do a lot of traveling in this game. So a lot of it is going to be here, so it might as well be a nice place to look at. Here I am picking out this one from the bowling pack, and I really like that table. I liked the color of it with the brown and the kind of aqua of that matches the fridge, but it just didn't really work with the color of the floors. And there we go. I just used a really cheap TV and sized it up again using the brackets because I realized TVs are super expensive in this game and we were already sort of starting to run out of money. But I just didn't want that little block TV again. Trying to pick out a couch here. I'm just putting move object sheet on so I can get it a bit closer to the wall. I don't really love any of the couches that I have in the game. As you can see, I've got quite a few packs, well not quite a few, but I've got a few little packs, and even still none of them really work. I don't know, they're all just not great. And I was just trying to make those little cushions work from the Henry Puffer pack, or the Puffer head pack, but I need to raise them up manually and I just couldn't be bothered doing that right now. So I end up going with this one, which I think is just the bigger version of what was there originally. But I think in this color and then the sized up, it looks a little bit better. It makes the flow from the front door a bit awkward, but I just don't really care. Swapping out the front door too, because I thought it looked a bit old and chipped and like ragged. Just for something a little bit nicer. Went with that and then I was like, whoa, it's just completely clear, no thanks, that's cute. And then just put another door in there to get into Mum's room. And just, yeah, where are we going next? Okay, yeah, so now I'm just going to recolor the kitchen. I would have liked to obviously change the cabinets up, but and even the appliances, but I just recolored it all, and I think it does make a pretty big difference because it all just sort of suits everything else now. In the future, obviously, I'd like to upgrade all the appliances and everything, but I end up spending, you know, we've still got $2,000 left here, but obviously appliances are expensive, so I didn't really want to do that, and also I end up spending a bit more money on decorations, so we start running out towards the end of this. Again, that Henry Puffer pack, I love that little arrangement of pictures, they're so beautiful. And this is also from that pack, just a bit of what are they called, plants, a few plants in a bird cage, which I think looks super cute. And then I'm just getting some other plants because I just think they make a house look really homely and lived in, and they fill in those blank corners really well. So just popping that in the corner there, and popping something up on the kitchen bench as well because I think it just needs a bit of love. So here we go. I don't really like a lot of the tabletop plants. I like some of the, you know, ground plants, but not really the tabletop ones, but that one's okay. It's probably not ideal. I might switch it out. And now I'm just picking out one more piece of art and then they're done. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the little renovation, and yeah, you'll get to see a bit more once we start playing in game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!